Okay, everybody, I'm going to talk about how to use Google Meet to set up a video conference to have class or just to meet with students um, using the Google Suite. So I'm going to go to my faculty and staff and log in and just go to the Google Apps section. And from here, I can just go to my calendar. So now that I'm at my calendar, I can set up pretty easily a Google Hangout. So this is the way that I would do this, or a Google Meet. So I might want to say have class. Maybe I'll say my L block class and have this set up. Or maybe I just want to set up my office hours. So then I'm just going to click Add Rooms, Locations, or Conferencing. And then I just add conferencing. So I'm just going to save that. All right. From there, I can, if I go to edit this event, I can add somebody. So I'll just add Josh to the event the same way I would add them as in a Google document, and I'll save. And this is going to send him an email invite. All right. Okay, so I've sent out the invite, and now all I have to do is just join the meet, and it will come up like this, and I'll just kind of check to make sure everything is okay. And there might be a little bit of setup on this, and I'll join.
Hey, now I see you.
And there's my friend Josh.
Hey, everybody.
Josh. So from here, there's a couple different options that I can do if I'm holding class. I can record the meeting. So if I click record right here, it gives a consent form, which is just a legal form that we would be covered under, and I will accept. And so for now, it's going to record the. So there we go. So then it shows that I'm recording. I can chat with Josh using this little chat button up here. So Josh said hi. So I can say hi, Josh, or I can ask a question. And as more people would join this, you get more tiles on here and more faces. But I could I could, if I wanted to mute Josh or remove him, I could do that using this little people chat. So sometimes you'll get some weird feedback or sound things. That's one way that you could mitigate that. But I should say too that you can't be muted if it's but you can be removed by the students. So that's just one thing to be aware of, that is a capability of the Google Meet. I can't really imagine that kids would do that, but just if that comes up, you can let me know. And what else can we do in here? I can change the layout and play with, but Josh is the only person in here, so that's his face that comes up. And if I wanted to, I could also, so one way to do that, to invite people into the meeting, is to invite them the way I showed you through Google Calendar, like this, by going edit event and then adding Josh as a room. So I wanted to add John Costa. Another way to do that is to click this little button down here, and I can just copy this link and just hit that copy joining info, and now I could email this to my class. I could put it on Schoology under an event, so maybe that's something I'll just show. So maybe this would be a good way to structure things. So I could go to my Schoology calendar here, and I could create an event, and just in the description, I'll just create that event, and I would add my class. Probably have some 8th graders start to come into this if I do that. And then on our course, it would come up as an event, you can see in the course, and so then the kids could click on this and just click on that meeting and really be in there. So that's probably the easiest way, is to use Schoology to send the kids the URL and to create a little meeting in there, and you can get a time. And then the last little feature I want to show you that I think might be useful is if I can add an attachment onto here. I'll just add a big stupid picture of my face. And if I save it onto the Google Calendar page, it will show up and Josh will have access to a picture of my face here. I can also present, I can present my screen. So Josh would then go from seeing my screen to, my face to my screen. So I could share that. And now you can see that this has changed.
Hey, all right.
So now you can see, I don't know what you can see, what Josh sees, but Josh, you can see my little screen and
yep,
right?
You can present with everyone.
So if you want to talk over a PowerPoint or something like that, but a very simple thing to do if you have access to a whiteboard or you want to, like if I had a whiteboard right here, I can just come and talk through some problems right here. Something like that.
And I can hear you fine.
So those are a couple options for Google Meet. I'm going to be very available to everybody, as I think all the administrators will be, if there are any questions or any problems that come up. So I hope that's helpful in terms of creating some kind of way to meet and talk face to face with students. My face is like really in the middle of this thing. All right. Anything else, Josh?
Nope. Sounds great, Rob.
All right.
Thank you.
Thanks, everybody.